Hi, this is the Price Action Analyst. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm reviewing BAND Protocol. BAND is the coin code. Before I do that, please like this video if at the end you liked it, and please subscribe to my channel. Also, if you like what I'm doing here in general, my trading strategy and so forth, please consider subscribing to my service. It's basically me looking at coins and determining a model portfolio, and also giving nightly alerts like entry and exit alerts for different coins, and that sort of thing. All the information's in the description box for each of these videos. So this is BAND Protocol, and this is rare price action for coins, because most coins had like initial highs and then maybe had some bounces and then lows, and consolidating in those lows, and the ones that we're catching are ones breaking out of that. This is a coin that kind of consolidated very early on and has been trending up relative to Bitcoin for some time, so it's kind of what we're looking for in terms of things for a model portfolio. So very few coins are, have made new highs, all-time highs. I think in the future there'll be, a lot more that do that, but there's very few that have done this. Chainlink is one that comes to mind, but this is rare. So we've had a very big push out. So I don't know if that was an all-time high there. Let's just have a look. No, it wasn't. So this wasn't quite a new high. But price came back inside and pushed out. So when you get a breakout like this, you eventually expecting a second leg generally. So, wicks, a retrace, and a push out. I've marked up support and resistance. Probably put another one up here. It's not very helpful. And so prices come back through support and down to this support level. There's also what I define as air here, and so you're seeing a bounce off of support, and that air and price is pushed up. So you may get a retrace here, but because price hasn't come back up to resistance yet, I would expect, even with the retrace, an eventual push up. So that's because of the way the support and resistance works, but also the context of this initial push. So my projection, I'm still have a longer term upward bias, and for price to eventually push out of here. So if we go into the hourly bars, you can see that price has come down to support, washed it, retraced, and pushed up on strength. So this is a very bullish sign, and so my ideal entry is within that strength here. So these retraces are all buying opportunities, even now. And because price never really washed resistance on this push up, even if it pushes down further, I eventually expect it to come up to resistance. So, and then, a longer term, I think it'll be back up to this resistance level. But short term, I expect that. So, we have a wick forming there, and so hopefully price will respect that and push back up inside. Worst case scenario, maybe washes this pivot here, but this air and this push up is going to offer strength or selling resistance as price comes down. So, again, worst case scenario, I would expect something like that. potentially. So this is still a buy in my subscription service. I have this listed as a buy, and I have the ideal entry zone being marked between those green lines. So this is something that you could buy here. And again, you know, it's high. What I've described as high probability. If price decides to cycle down, it can, but it has lots of resistance there, and it'll have resistance at these previous highs here. So I quite like that. It has a buying recommendation on it now, and my longer term premise is for price to test this resistance and then eventually move up and retest these highs. In terms of it pushing out of these all-time highs, it really depends on what the price action looks like when it gets here. So we need to see what happens when it gets there and then make a decision as to what we think is going to happen. The more times that this high is challenged, so you know this is the first challenge, but the more times that high is challenged, the more times that price will eventually push up. And also, if this move up here is very strong, it makes it more likely that price will eventually push through here. So that is band protocol. And so that's something I quite like. This, particularly in this longer frame context of the push up and the retrace, we're generally going to get a retest of these highs eventually. So we'll keep an eye on that, and subscribers will get any entry alerts. Like I said, it's currently got an entry alert, so that's what it looks like. Subscribers will get these types of videos, and they also get a nightly email and a spreadsheet with all the buy recommendations on it. So if that's something that interests you, please have a look at the subscription service. Otherwise, like the video and subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching.